Want to shop Walmart Black Friday deals first? Walmart Plus members get early access to our hottest deals. Join now and get 50% off a 1-year annual membership. Shop Black Friday deals first with Walmart Plus. See terms at walmartplus.com.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold! Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See detail.
This is Optimal Living Daily. How to be focused and productive amidst all the noise and distractions, by Shawn Blanc with breakthetwitch.com, and I'm your very own personal narrator, Justin Malik, reading to you from some amazing blogs and books to help you optimize your life. Today's post comes from a guest author on Break the Twitch. So for now, let's get right to it as we optimize your life. How to be focused and productive amidst all the noise and distractions, by Shawn Blanc with breakthetwitch.com. Soon the new iPhone will be coming out, and just like I have for the past 10 years worth of iPhones, I'll be standing in line on launch day to get one. That is, unless I can have it shipped to my house. Always get it shipped to your house if you can. I'm a huge Apple nerd. I've had an iPhone since the first one came out, and this pocket computer has been within arm's reach ever since. It's awesome because I can do so much from just about anywhere at any time. But as awesome as my iPhone is, it can also be terrible. Over on Kickstarter, all sorts of clever distraction-free phones have been popping up. These dumb or dumber phones are there to help folks disconnect either permanently or temporarily with all the apps, pings, notifications, and distractions of their fancy phone. I'll stick with my iPhone, thank you very much, because the problem that these dumb phones are trying to solve is not a problem at all, but rather a symptom. In fact, what most people consider to be problems related to focus are actually just symptoms. Ask someone what their biggest challenge is related to focus, and they'll probably tell you it has to do with one of two things: too many distractions or not enough time. Yet in truth, the biggest challenge we face related to focus is usually not distractions and procrastination, but rather the biggest challenge we face is our lack of clarity. Elle Luna has a beautiful book, The Crossroads of Should and Must. In her book, she writes about how many of us have been told what we should be doing, but few of us know deep in our hearts what it is we must do. There's a reason we are treating the symptoms and not the core problem. It's because productivity itself tends to be measured by surface level metrics, such as how well we use our task management system, how organized our calendar app is, how fast we can blaze through a pile of emails, and how fluidly we flow from one meeting to the next. However, these standards are not measuring our productivity, but rather how efficient we are at administrative tasks. Is the stay-at-home dad who spends most of his day changing diapers and cleaning up messes any less productive than his wife who is a corporate CEO? The metrics we most frequently use to measure productivity have turned against us. They skew towards rewarding effective busy work while giving little dignity to meaningful work. Thus, we need to start defining productivity differently. It's important to put more focus on consistently giving our time and attention to the things which are most important, rather than emphasizing the party tricks of balancing many plates at once and clearing our inboxes. How do we do that? There are two big buckets. First, you need clarity about what is truly important to you. As Elle Luna would say, what is your must? Alas, clarity is not microwavable. It requires time away from all the noise, and time to think, and to ask yourself challenging questions about your roles in life, your values, your dreams, and more. Your life's vision and values are at the very foundation of meaningful productivity. Clarity of understanding about who you are and who you want to be in your character, values, vocation, and relationships is all paramount to meaningful productivity. Secondly, you need a bias toward action. Your bias toward action will keep you on track with being productive in the areas that matter, as defined from your aforementioned vision and values. When you get clarity about what matters, resistance will show up. It will come from within and without. And so here are a few tips for overcoming procrastination and staying motivated to do the stuff that matters. Number 1, show up every day. You've got to make doing the most important work part of your routine. Choose to do something every day until eventually it chooses you back. By having a routine in place for your work, it will create the space you need to do work that matters, while also reserving your willpower and creative energy for actually doing the work. Number 2, celebrate your progress. At the end of every day, I open up my day 1 journal and write down the highlights of what I accomplished that day. This is something Ben Franklin would do. At the end of each day, he would ask himself, what good have I done today? By recognizing and rewarding my small wins each day, it builds up an intrinsic motivation that makes me want to keep doing the important work. Number 3, avoid inbox addiction, aka the just checks. I define inbox addiction as an urge to continuously check one's news feeds, social feeds, and message inboxes, despite undesirable and even negative consequences or a desire to stop. The addiction of checking and refreshing our inboxes, timelines, and other vanity statistics robs us of our ability to focus and do deep work. It's a drain on our time as well as a drain on our creative energy that conditions us to never focus on any one thing for longer than a few minutes. And number 4, avoid urgency addiction. Urgency addiction is a need to only ever spend our time working on things which are urgent in the moment. We gravitate toward this because urgency feels exciting. There's a natural momentum and adrenaline that accompanies things which are urgent. But when our nature is to only ever focus on the urgent issues, we are robbed of doing our most important work, because essential work is often mundane and not yet in an emergency status. When something is essential, it is absolutely necessary. Essential is the very definition of what's truly important. Urgent is relative, but essential is absolute. While urgency is usually defined by external factors, essentialness is fundamentally important to a project or goal, regardless of external factors. To let your life be taken over by what is only urgent is to live like a child, caring only about what seems important right now with no regard for the future and without even knowing what is actually important today. Defining meaningful productivity. When you define meaningful productivity like this, it changes everything. Suddenly, it's less about the quality of art you produce, and it's more about being valuable, meaningful, and honest in everything you touch. Meaningful productivity can and should be integrated into every area of life: work, family, rest, personal life, etc. And therefore, meaningful productivity becomes a choice. I try to make that choice when I'm at my keyboard, when I'm on a date with my wife, when I have half an hour of quiet alone time, or when I'm playing frisbee in the backyard with my boys. In those moments, it's not about the context for how I'm being productive. Rather, it's about my choice to be honest, true, vulnerable, and personal. You just listened to the post titled, How to Be Focused and Productive Amidst All the Noise and Distractions by Shawn Blanc with breakthetwitch.com. And I'll be right back with my commentary. Good taste is easy to spot, but hard to pin down. You know it when you see it. With your car, you want something sophisticated and daring, yet classic, approachable, but with an air of opulence. That's where the Range Rover Evoque comes in. The Range Rover Evoque is charisma in motion, art and craft in equal measure. Its exterior is a quietly bold expression of Range Rover DNA with a floating roof, continuous waistline, and three-dimensional grille that give it a captivating character. Inside, you'll find a calm, minimalist cabin anchored by a tactile gear shifter where clean lines, sumptuous materials, and advanced technology come together. Make a statement in the Range Rover Evoque. This elegant SUV elevates every drive, offering a new dimension of refinement and luxury. Whether you prefer a modern aesthetic or a warmer, authentic appearance, the Evoque's interior can be tailored to your taste. Ready to experience sophisticated design and premium materials in motion? Explore the Range Rover Evoque at LandRoverUSA.com.
This episode is brought to you by Atlassian. Atlassian makes the team collaboration software that powers enterprise businesses around the world, including over 80% of the Fortune 500. With Atlassian's AI-powered software like Jira, Confluence, and Loom, you'll have more time to do the work that matters. In fact, Atlassian customers experience a 25% reduction in project duration per year. Unleash the potential of your team at Atlassian.com. Atlassian.
We're getting closer to the new year. Don't save those life changes and resolutions for the first day of the new year. That rarely works. Now's a great time to start. Stay focused now, and maybe you can commit to some things through the end of this year. It's a smaller commitment and can give you momentum as you go through the holidays. It could be health and fitness related, like simply taking a walk every day or doing some push-ups every day, or financial, like tracking all of your income and expenses. It's easier than it sounds, especially with the tools we have available these days. Try something, now's a great time to do it. But I'll leave it there for today. Thank you for being here every day and sharing the show with your friends and family. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the Friday show tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.